just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And now a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Eagles first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A beautiful fake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
14 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 53 yards rushing for him.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes it...
Williams loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A yard all they need, but it's third down. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. And this will be a Bears first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Bears.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Wide open receiver, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Chicago.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
First down. First and 10.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the start? What was the return?
It was a backhand. Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Eagles offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. To the air, Williams. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Makes it third down and 12.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Bears punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing is Williams. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Barkley, inside handoff. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
It's a loss of a yard.
Here's Williams. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
To number 26, Saquon Barkley.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bears' 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
To throw, Williams. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
50-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. That's complete. Rome Odunze. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 15 yards.
Hands it off out of the gun. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Love now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. With it is Jackson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking to throw is Williams. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Got a man, it's Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Give to Barkley out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Williams. His short throw caught by Goddard. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing. Love. That's complete. Luther Burden. 3rd and 9 here. Love looking to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears first down.
Love. He'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Love from the gun. To the left side into the hands of Odunze.
A gain of 6. That's good.
Here's Love.
First down.
He's got the Michigan man posted Loveland. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's another Bears.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Bears 10.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Back to throw. Williams. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Bears now ready to take over again. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. Following the interception, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 6. Now Love. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And
defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving them. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Love from the gun on third down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up third down on the sack. We'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's good for an Eagles.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard.
From the gun, here's Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bears take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Into space at the 45. And he's brought down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Bears.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. Stops short of the 25 with that second effort. Got him a couple extra. So from the 26-yard line, here's a second down and 4. Love fires that quickly outside. 7 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Shoves him away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 6.
From the gun on third down. Love. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw, it's Williams. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This is 2nd and 8. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Love now. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They begin with a run by Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. The Bears offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10.
Good gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 50-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
1st down.
73 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Working out of the gun. Low. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. To the air, Williams. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change?
Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. That's caught. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing. Love. A pass complete to Odunze. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Bears first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Battle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
That's a strong run. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So now the Eagles down by 13, 1:12 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Williams. Pass complete, Goddard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Bears, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.